Paola. It's good to see you again. How have you been doing since the last session?
I've been doing better.
Okay. So I see here that you have a referral from Dr. Quesada from Family Healthcare. Could you please explain why this referral was sent to us?
Yeah, so the last time I saw her, I just let her know about how I've been doing. So recently I just haven't been sleeping so well. I've been feeling a little bit more stressed. And so the last time I went to go see her, I just let her into a little bit of what my life has been like. So I believe that's why she referred me over. I know we haven't seen each other in quite a bit. But now I'm back, so open to anything you might want to consider to might help me.
Okay. So when you say you haven't been sleeping well, could you tell me a little bit more about what that looks for you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be quite honest. Like most of individuals on planet Earth right now, I do have a cell phone. I do sleep next to my phone. So most of the times I am scrolling on social media. Um, I try to go to bed pretty early. So let's say 10:30. I'm already in bed. So I do tend to scroll a little bit through social media until I end up feeling a little bit sleepy. Sometimes it works out for me, sometimes it doesn't. But um, I try not to do it, even though it's a little difficult not to be on my phone while I'm trying to sleep. But sometimes I like doing some relaxing music, rain sounds. It helps. Not as much though. I just feel like I close my eyes and I think about what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I did that day, what needs to be done, the
Okay.
emails I didn't respond to.
Okay. So that definitely sounds very exhausting. Um, how would you say that affects your mood during the day, your energy levels? Is there any way that we could put the phone to charge in a different area? How would you think that could better your sleep schedule?
You know what? I've considered putting my phone somewhere else to charge, but I like to think I have a little bit of self control.
Okay.
Maybe it's not the best self control, but it's something that I want to work on, which is why I haven't put it to charge somewhere else. I really want to work on my self control and having it near me, not using it makes me feel, a little bit better about what I'm doing in my life.
Okay, so when you mention self control, how often are we using the phone at night? Do we use it every night? Or do we have a time limit?
Yes.
How exactly are we self controlling? How are we?
So everyone, it's subjective. It's different for everybody.
Okay.
Personally, I like to think I'm getting better at it because I'm using it less. So even though it's an everyday thing,
okay,
the minutes I'm on it, you know what? I've actually put a time limit on my social media. So I've limited myself in that way.
So that seems like a positive right there. It seems like you're already doing something to help you achieve a better sleeping schedule. Would you say, you know, that's helping your sleeping schedule a little bit? Or would you say it's completely still the same? Nothing has changed? From the scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it right now on that self control, self restricting your phone with a time limit?
You know what? I don't think it's honestly helped me.
Okay.
Because it's not the fact that I'm on my phone that doesn't let me sleep. Because if I close my eyes and I put the relaxing music, because it just does not work out. Sometimes I don't always use. Sometimes I don't use my phone. So some days I'm just too exhausted.
Okay, so when you say that you are still putting something on the TV, that is still considered. Does that still consider screen time to you? What do you?
No, because it is a black screen. I'm not watching anything on it.
Okay.
I am listening.
Okay.
So it is not considered that for me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just not working out. Like, it makes me feel bad about the fact that I'm not on my phone as much during the nighttime. But regardless, even if I'm not on the phone,
Okay.
I'm still not sleeping.
So you also mentioned that you're stressed. Are we doing anything throughout the day besides your daily routine, going to work, waking up, showering, brushing your teeth, watching your TikTok, Netflix? What else are we doing besides being on the screen time? Are we participating on any activities? Do you have any hobbies? Do you read, something that's not physically a screen?
I'd love to go to the gym, but it's difficult when, I'm a little bit tired and the gym is not as close as I'd like it to be. So I do enjoy going to the gym every once in a while when I do feel like, have my life put together. As for hobbies, I enjoy reading, but reading is also on the phone.
Okay.
Maybe.
So now, what if we do get some other books that's not on your phone or on your Kindle? Are you would that be something you're willing to change? Are you opposed to it? Getting some paper.
I prefer physical books. I do. I prefer that. You know what doesn't prefer it? My wallet.
Okay. So now, you don't. It doesn't mean you have to go buy a really expensive book. Simply look for a book that you like and that you're willing to read, if that's something you want to do. You mentioned the gym. When you mentioned the gym, you mentioned it's far from you. Why would you say you can't do the gym at home? Even if that's like running around town, why aren't we doing different things to exercise and to release your stress?
Simply because I'm a little bit tired. I used to run around town, but now just the fact that I have to go home and change, it's a little bit difficult. But I'm willing to try it out. Maybe Friday. I get out a little bit early on Friday.
Okay.
Fridays I get out early, so I think I can make it. You could try it again, running around town, especially now that it's a little bit warmer. I like warm weather. Makes me feel better.
Okay. See, that's really good. It's really important for you to see that you have outlets that you are able to access yourself, such as, you mentioned, the barrier is going to the gym. But there's different areas, different outlets, such as, taking a walk. Do you have any pets?
Yes.
Okay, so you do have a pet, walking your pet, taking them for a run, that could also really help you release your stress and prepare you for bed. Being able to release your energy or whatever you have built on during the day. You mentioned, I have here that you are a preschool teacher, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, see. You're a preschool teacher. With being a teacher comes with a lot of stress. Obviously, your kids are very young. They don't have as much barriers as we think, but they do, because you are their main outlet of they're learning through you, and that's very important. So it's very important for these kids to be seeing a teacher who has the same levels of energy.
Yeah,
when you're
obviously at work, it's like I'm a whole different person. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I find that energy that I don't even know where it's at.
Okay.
Which is great. I can say that I am a dedicated individual. I give it my all at work because I really enjoy what I do. It's just once I come back to reality, it's just me on my own.
I see that you're very, very positive about working. You put a lot of energy into what you do, which is amazing. But what if we put a little bit of energy into self-care?
I think I really like the idea of walking my doggies a little bit more. Even though they have their fun times in the backyard.
Okay.
I think I could enjoy some walks with them as well. I take them out every once in a while, not so often. I think they could also benefit from that a lot.
See,
and I'll definitely try that physical book. I've had something in mind, so I'm gonna try that out.
You see, that's very good. From a scale to 1 to 10, how are you feeling now about setting those goals?
You know what? I came in with a very different mindset today.
Okay.
And I'm leaving feeling a little bit better because prior to this, I had no clue what I was going to do. I didn't really think that what I enjoyed doing was going to end up helping me, which is kind of ironic, you know?
Okay.
Like, if I like doing it, it's going to make me feel better, right? But, yeah. I enjoy spending time with my animals, with my pets. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. And thank you for opening my mind and seeing life with a little bit different perspective.
No, of course, Paula. And I'm here to help whenever you do need it. You're more than welcome to come to your next session, and write it down, journal it out, see how that makes you feel. And let me know if it works for you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to see what helps and what things we could change in order for you to be the best person you can, to be your best self. Obviously implementing self-care comes a long way, and it's really important to be able to do that. So, it was a pleasure, and see you our next session.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.